In other news, the Kenyan Peasants League is once again trying to prevent the introduction of genetically modified food and seeds into Kenya through the court system. Oscar Epelda with the details.
Impugnaron el súbito levantamiento de la
They challenged the sudden lifting of the ban on genetically modified food when William Ruto became president of Kenya in 2022. 2 years later, they were still waiting for the trial to begin. After the High Court ordered the interim suspension of the lifting of the ban, the government's lawyers tried to change jurisdiction. If they eventually succeeded in winning the case, it was when the judge was changed and replaced by another judge.
fue mutado y reemplazado por otro.
If South Africa that has been using it, cancelled it, declared it illegal in that country, why should we Kenyans allow?
El caso fue cerrado y anulada la
The case was closed and the injunction was lifted in November 2024 on the day of this recording.
The state definitely has a lot of machinery behind it. We are up against a huge force, so it will take the efforts of the masses not to allow their health and their lives to be put at peril.
El recurso de los campesinos puso de relieve los
The Peasants League appeal highlighted the procedural flaws of the presidential cabinet's decision, the lack of public participation, and of the prior scientific reports required by law. Furthermore, it appealed to the principle of precaution in consideration of the risk to health and life if they lose their agricultural and farming techniques and the original seeds that are the basis of what they eat and what they are.
When we harvest, again, you do sorting and you select the ones that you feel best that you can again keep for the next season.
If the Court of Appeal now refuses to suspend the introduction of transgenics as a precautionary measure, it could mean the beginning of the end of the systems that farmers are putting in place to protect and promote agroecology.
The data globally says that the world today is producing enough food to feed 14 billion people.
La Liga Campesina Keniana
Kenyan Peasants League rejects arguments about the need for genetically modified seeds as a weapon to fight hunger.
The issue of hunger is not lack of food, it's poverty. People cannot buy the food. So if I don't have money to buy food, to buy indigenous maize now, and you bring GMOs and I still don't have money, how will I buy it?
Uno de los sistemas que están creando es la
One of the systems they are creating is the food co-op, where producers and consumers ensure the production and distribution of healthy food. This undeveloped urban area of Nairobi had a reputation for heroin addiction and crime, but they have joined the food co-op, and thanks to a safe market, they now produce chemical-free food and are growing. They produce care for the environment and expand a model that seeks social justice first.
Esta oficina en donde se coordina la Food Coop de
This office from where the Kangemi Food Co-op is coordinated has just been demolished after this recording last December. But the system devised is working computerized. Anyone living in the urban and rural farming communes can place their weekly order and share shares. The numbers are still small, but it has the potential to leave the people in charge of deciding what they want to eat and be, even if the government does not take any notice.
Son dos modelos confrontados e incompatibles.
These are two confronted and incompatible models. Transgenic seeds accompanied by other legislations that promote mechanized agriculture, cornering the rights of peasants versus agroecology, adapted to the climate crisis, in theory able to feed everyone by cooling the planet.
Desde Kenia, Oscar Epelde para teleSUR.